Hola, amigas. 'Tis I, Chlois, aka Manny Bish, on Instagram. So today we are going to be doing a simple one layer, one color mani using Snow Way from Mani Boss, and of course my Mani Boss dip liquids, as per usual. Y'all know. Wow, already talking crazy. And the last few times I've actually been doing okay on my voiceovers and not talking crazy. But we're gonna make up for it today. If y'all know me, that's what I was gonna say. Y'all been here a while. You know I don't hardly ever stray away from my tried and true Mani Boss. Once I started using these, I have not looked back. So yeah, here we are. Mani Boss liquids forever. Long may they reign. Now we're going in. I am literally only doing one dip of this because I actually really liked just the subtle shimmerness and it wasn't super opaque, and I liked having it like sheer. So once I dusted it off and I seen how it looked with just one layer, I decided to just stop there and go in with clear capping. So I will be clear capping these babies and scrubby brushing always. Y'all know I love a good scrubby brush, and if you don't use a scrubby brush, what is the matter with you? Get that bitch in your life. Okay, so now that I've done that, we're going to be clear capping, and I am doing 2 layers of this. Though y'all will only see uno, I am doing dos. So, although y'all will only be seeing 1, I am doing 2. For those of y'all that do not speak Spanglish, as I do. So, we're doing this, and now we are going to activate after we scrubby brush our excess clear off, which this is why absolutely you need a scrubby brush, because if you don't get all of the clear off after it's set, if you don't get the excess clear off, it can create cloudiness. So be mindful and wary of that. And this, I promise, this is the last video. This is the one. I know I've been saying it every video since up until now. This is the last video you will see me pour my activator out. I finally used it all. I finally threw it away. It is no mas. So, gone are the old activator ways. Now, I am taking this olive green liner gel color from Sparkle & Co. and adding some black to it to deepen it up just a tiny bit. And we are going to be making some Christmas trees. So, this is a definite, like, Christmas mani. There's no roundabout ways of if it's wintry or Christmassy just because it's snowflakes or something. You know, this is Christmas. And I love this mani. I'm wearing it currently, and there's just something about this mani that, like, I got the shape of my nails right. Like, all of it just came out so good. I love it. So, I created a triangle, a very tiny one, and I flash cured that because I didn't want to mess it up. And off of that, I am just creating 2 outward lines coming from it, and then a straight across line, creating another, like, underneath layered triangle, then doing it again for a 3rd layer. I have not cured anything again since the first triangle. We're just filling that in, and then we're going to create a little tree stump with the same color. I didn't, like, mix together brown or anything. I just left it alone. I am going to be curing that for 30 seconds, and then we are going to go back in and deepen it up because there were a few, like, sheer spots in it, and it also just wasn't the, like, Christmas tree deep that I wanted it. So I just went in with another layer, just filling that in. And I didn't get as close as I could have because I didn't want to mess up the outline that I had going on. So I really focused this on the center. So there is still, like, an outline of that lighter green, which honestly I kind of like. I don't know what it did to it to like look at it in person, but you can see the like lighter green, the one layer of it behind it, and it kind of makes it look like it's like, I don't know, just adds some texture that I really liked to the tree. So, yeah, I just went in for my second layer on that, and I cured that for another 30 seconds, and now we're going to be creating some little baby trees in the background. So I tried to do this the same way that I created the bigger tree, as in like doing one triangle and then creating another one off of that one, and it kind of just blended together too well to where you can't see that. So I was just like, oh, whatever. We'll just leave it alone. I'm not going to try too hard on the background trees because you're not going to be paying much attention to those anyways. And then this other one, I am going to make even smaller than that one. I'm trying to make it kind of like, you know, you're looking at a tree farm or something, and you've got the one main focus, and then in the background you have some trees, and of course they look smaller than the main focus one. So that's what I was trying to do here with like making one big one and then some smaller ones in the background. And so I'm going to do that exact same thing on my thumb, but this time I felt more confident in how I was doing it, that I didn't worry about flash curing anything. I just went in and did the full one layer first, and then I will be curing it for 30 seconds and then going in and doing a second layer to make it darker. So I'm doing this the exact same way, just creating that triangle first, filling it in, building off of that triangle, going downwards, and then I made this one just with those two triangles. I didn't make it too long, I just stopped there. I am turning my thumb around, seeing if it's even or not, and then creating a little tree stump. I turned my thumb around and it looked a little uneven, and like it could have fallen over if my tree stump was more to that side. So I just widened my tree stump a little bit on my thumb, and honestly it does still look a little crooked, but I'm not going to be a stickler about that right now. We're just gonna do it. And I did my background trees, and I went in and darkened all those up. So that is done. Now we're going to go in and create our string for the Christmas lights. So this was a little bit tedious, especially trying to do this with my left hand. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If I am not ambidextrous soon, like by the end of next year or the following year, if I'm not ambidextrous and can write with both hands, I'm going to be so mad, because I have worked my butt off to be able to draw with my left hand in the last 2 years. So it's something better be happening. All right, like seriously. So we're putting my left hand to work here, trying to create loop-de-loops and stuff and everything. So I'm just trying to take this like literally section by section and create the curves and all of that going on in these lights. And there was no rhyme or reason to this. I guess I could have even just done like, you know, some straight across my nail lines and said whatever, but I wanted it to be fun and, you know, extra. So I had to create like loop-de-loops and swiggles and stuff going on to cover more surface area of my nails, because I am not a planey over here. Not saying there's anything wrong. There's not anything wrong with being a simplistic, wannabe plain, whatever nail person. I do have my moments of those, but Christmas time right now is not it, because it's my favorite and I want to go all out and be extra. So I'm taking my cleanup brush and trying to clean up all of these thick lines that I accidentally make because I'm not so steady with my left hand. And then I'm going back in and trying to darken up those lines that I've already thinned out. This was like such a tedious process. I will say that. Tedious is like the nice word of what this stringing process was, let me tell you. But again, there was no rhyme or reason to me creating these swiggles or anything. And is swiggles the right word? Why does that sound weird to me? Squiggles. Squiggles, not swiggles. What the heck is a swiggle? It's a squiggle. Oh, Lord. Now would be a perfect time if you love my comedic ways that I don't do on purpose, and you find yourself watching me more often than not, and you're not subscribed. Now's the perfect time to do it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm here all week. Well, I'm here 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes 1 if I'm having a crazy week like my kid getting stitches. But, by the way, he's doing really good. So thanks for everybody who showed concern over my baby. He's got him taken out, and he is looking really good on the scar. So, woohoo. Anywho, now we're going in and we're doing the lights on. See, this, I go and bounce around all the time, topic to topic in all of my videos, and I'm surprised y'all like me as good as you do. Anywho, I am flash curing in between each color that I do on these little dots. Just 15 seconds in my light, but I am just taking my dotting tool, the small end, and I am just polka dotting, red, green, and silver around on these strings and on the bigger focal points of my Christmas trees, just to decorate and get the ornament vibe, and then the Christmas light bulb vibe, of course. And so we're just there is no pattern going on with the lights or anything. I'm just randomly placing them. I don't care if they're 2 colors too close together or anything like that. That didn't bother me. I was literally just randomly placing them. And during the green part of placing them, if I found that I was missing, had an empty space or something and needed to add a different color, I would just wipe my dotting tool off on my paper towel like you're seeing, and I just add the colors where I felt there was an empty space. I've already flash cured the majority of the red and silver that I had done. Green was the last color, and I just felt oh, maybe I need another silver one here, another silver one there, and that's what I was doing, just filling in any blank spaces. And I am going to take a piece of paper towel and some alcohol, and I'm going to wipe off my nails after fully curing them for 60 seconds, because as you can see on my paper towel, there is some color coming off, and I want to make sure that all of that loose color and gel gets taken off before I activate. Here's my new bottle of activator. I want to make sure all that is taken off before I activate, because if you go in after doing all of this pigmented gel art stuff with activator, if you're going to be using dip top coat, you could potentially get some smudging and some bleeding of the colors, and it won't be easy to get off since you've already activated it, and it's going to be staining now into the nail. Just be easier to wipe it off with alcohol first. I accidentally touched my skin with my top coat, and here I am trying to fix the situation, but of course it's already dried because I activated it. So, yeah. We activated our nails, we wiped them, or patted them. I patted them, I didn't wipe. We're going in with our first layer of dip top coat, always wiping our brush off before we re-dip into the bottle, because you do not want to contaminate your liquids, and you do not want your dip top coat to get hard. Has happened to me. It is not appreciative, and it is not helpful for when you're trying to do your nails. Let me just tell you that. And second layer, I am capping my free edge. And for those who are afraid to do gel art and then think you need to do a gel top coat, you don't. You can totally 100% do dip top coat over gel art. I've been doing it for a while now. I've never had any issues, and it stays perfectly fine. So this is my Christmas light tree mani, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, like, comment, subscribe. You guys, we are literally an inch away from 500 subscribers, and I will be doing my giveaway. So you better subscribe. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches.